The auto industry may be coming off a record year for sales, but few expect a really smooth ride ahead. President-elect Donald Trump has been roiling the sector with tweets about production in Mexico and threats of a big border tax on vehicles made abroad. Fiat Chrysler today trumpeted $1 billion of investment in U.S. manufacturing. It drew praise from Mr. Trump, although the automaker insists the move is part of an already established business strategy. Ford, as we reported last week, canceled plans to build a new plant south of the border, but General Motors CEO says she's not changing a thing and that her company's small car production will stay right where it is, in Mexico. As Phil LeBeau reports, it's the back and forth with Mr. Trump that has overshadowed the usual glitz of the Detroit Auto Show.
Beyond the bright lights and big productions introducing new models, the biggest presence at the Detroit Auto Show is President-elect Donald Trump. He's not visiting the show, but he's on the mind of everybody here who realize Trump wants more auto jobs created in the U.S., not overseas. So Fiat Chrysler has announced plans to hire 2,000 more workers as it expands Jeep production in Michigan and Ohio. President-elect Trump tweeted about the decision, saying, "It's finally happening." Fiat Chrysler just announced plans to invest $1 billion in Michigan and Ohio plants, adding 2,000 jobs.
The timing may have coincided with this incredible emphasis that Trump is making on sort of American-made products and American production. But I think the substance of the announcement was inside the House for months.
Jeep's move comes a week after Ford scrapped plans to add a plant in Mexico in favor of expanding a current one in Michigan, where it now says it will build a new version of the Bronco SUV.
There's a lot of love out there. Go on lots of websites on Bronco advocates, and we're bringing that vehicle back in 2020.
GM CEO Mary Barra says her company has no plans to change where it builds vehicles, which includes Mexico. In fact, GM and Fiat Chrysler are among the biggest importers from south of the border. The question is how quickly those numbers could change if the president-elect succeeds in getting a border tax on Mexican-made autos.
I think the next few months are going to be very interesting and certainly going to be difficult for the industry, depending on what the flavor of the day is.
For all the talk here about executives trying to figure out how they'll deal with President-elect Donald Trump, one thing has not changed in the auto industry: record high sales. As one executive put it, sales are great. What's not great is trying to figure out where we'll build those cars and trucks in the future. Phil LeBeau, Nightly Business Report, Detroit.